Ciao, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Bianconeri Zone podcast. Today with me is Alejandro Fonsello. What's going on, buddy?
I'm good. Very good.
Today we are going to be talking about Malmo, match day 6, and everything that entails with the Champions League, and how today finished, and all of that, and how Ozdoyev is now Farione Champions League. And we're going to go into the game a bit. We're going to go into some news of the day, a little bit of news of the day, along with your questions that you guys sent in when we asked. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for our holiday giveaway because that's coming up soon. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. So firstly, Ale, we need a number 9.
Oh, yeah.
That's just it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite clear in the past 2 matches. Morata in Serie A against Genoa. And today, Moise Kean, yes, he did score his goal, but wow. He should have had probably 4.
Yeah.
And that's being nice.
Like, he missed some sitters. And I saw people saying, good save from the goalkeeper. I mean, like, you shouldn't have any chance to make that save.
No,
like, you should.
Exactly.
Like, even because I needed to watch on BT for once.
Yep.
And they were taking the piss out of a striking force. Like,
as they should.
They were holding back their laughs because, like, remember when Morata just I don't know. I think he hit he tried to hit the goal and he just hit the Kraka. I think it was.
Yeah.
The way he was trying to put that ball into the back into the net, it didn't make sense. Like, it was.
Yeah.
It was very woody. I don't know. Like, it was just like a robot the way he moved to make that header. Like, I was like the way they were talking about it, because they are neutral, so they're not fans. Yep. Like, they were basically saying what we were saying. Like, they're playing with no confidence. The movement off the ball is not good enough. Just the link-up play. The link-up play is
horrible.
Nowhere.
Non-existent.
It's non-existent. Like we were talking about before we start recording this. Like, Keane's first touch, first of all, is awful. Like, I don't know what happened. It bounces off his feet every single time, and his awareness to know where teammates are, to link up play, to scan the field before he receives the ball, that he, like, knowing, okay, I have space to my right or something, is non-existent. And he's
got blinders. He goes like this.
It's very, very worrying. Even the chance he missed in the first half with the goalkeeper. No, when he just put it wide, like few.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like, he had on the left. I don't know who that was. He had a player on his left. Like, if he just plays it through, it's a tap in. He had the chance to play it.
I think it was Bernardeschi.
Yeah, and Bernardeschi was angry. Yeah. He should be angry. Like, again, no awareness. So I remember, I think it was, let's say in September, we were having this discussion with the live chat, saying, we don't need a number 9. And I was basically the only one at the time just saying, that's a priority. Like, we need a number 9. I know our midfield is bad, but we need a top class number 9, because, like, we are not getting a world class midfielder. We are not. That's one.
Yeah.
There are good midfielders out there, but there are no good attackers out there. There's only one available, and that's Vlahovic. Other than that, we're sticking.
I'm gonna fight you on this though, because I got one, and and it's a little biased, but you know what? You gotta see something.
No. So I know it's Jonathan David from Lille.
Yeah.
Again, I've not, like, if we bring him in, I'm fine with that, but he will cost maybe a little less than Vlahovic, maybe.
He's proposed to Liverpool for £30 million.
Yeah, that's not happening this season. At the end of the season, that's not happening. Like,
I'm just saying, if we don't get Vlahovic, there is a guy that's gettable.
If you don't get Vlahovic, I get that.
Yeah.
I still prefer Vlahovic because he knows the leagues. He physically. Jonathan David is very quick. He's very fast. I think they're different type of strikers.
Oh, 100%.
Like, presence in the box, I will take Vlahovic, and the way Allegri play, I think we need Vlahovic.
One thing I want to say about Moise Kean, what was very good, that I'll say very good, like, with tongue in cheek a bit here. He was getting into spots where he should score goals. So he beats Morata in that aspect.
Yeah.
But he's got to score some goals, man. Like, he's got to. like I said, he should have 4. The way he positions himself and gets into those spots, it's very good. However, what do you do with the ball after?
Yeah,
Obviously today, it's not good.
Also, the women's team played 0-0 away to Chelsea. That's insane.
Is that a good result? I have no idea.
That's like we going away to Liverpool and win or something, or draw 0-0.
Wow.
It's massive.
Excellent. Good for them.
It's massive. They can make it to the next round. That's insane.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
On all fronts, even our youth team came first as well. Good job. All around, Juve. Good job.
So
we don't play the prettiest, attractive football, but we get the job done.
So we were saying, Vlahovic. Yeah, like, again.
Yeah.
We create enough chances. Like we do at the moment. Like it's not like it switches. Remember when was it midway in the season we created nothing.
Yeah.
Now we do create and we don't score.
Yeah.
Because like today it should be like 4-0 easily. It should be. Allegri was kind of angry after the game, saying we were keeping teams alive and we shouldn't be keeping them alive because we're just putting ourselves in the danger. Like remember the Salernitana game? They were nowhere and they hit the post out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was still 1-0 and one little rinky-dink chance for them and they could almost score and make a 1-1.
Yeah, and like imagine if that would have happened today.
It would have been way more costly, way more like I'm not even talking financially, just like the repercussions of conceding a goal and making it 1-1 today, it would be horrible.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in just a bit, but today's stats, we had 3 big chances created. We scored the 1 goal. We had 12 chances created in general, so like half chances here and there. You should still probably score at least one of those. And we had 16 shots in total, 2.2 goals expected, and we scored 1.
Yeah, I think that's even higher than against Genoa. Against Genoa, we had 2.4, I think, or 2.3, something like that.
Something like that, around the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was basically a copy-paste game.
Yep.
Only we played better against Genoa.
Yeah.
We didn't play that good, especially in the second half, because Allegri was fuming. Like, he was angry. Yeah. He should be angry because, like, it was not good. But remember, I will ask you the question. Do you still think we need a midfielder over a number 9? Or just don't spend 70 or 60 mil on Vlahovic and get a midfielder for 50. Who's going to be the midfielder?
Is the midfielder the same quality as Vlahovic?
I mean, that's the question. Who do you think we can bring in? Because I know we can bring in Vlahovic because he wants to come. Like, we can do it.
Then it's him all day. I still think if you bring in a quality midfielder, another quality midfielder, these guys are going to score some goals. Like you can win 1 or 2-0 against these teams.
Okay.
I get it, but against the better teams, you're probably going to want a Vlahovic.
What about what if we play Inter, or Chelsea, name it, and we only have 2 chances in the game, and you need to put them away. Like you don't have the luxury to create 20 chances like we're doing, or like 20 shots or something like we're doing in the last game.
Garbage teams. Yeah. Then you need Vlahovic.
Yeah, because I think a midfielder will not change that, but a striker will. Again, we need a midfielder. I'm not saying we don't need a midfielder, but there are good.
But priority speaking, it's Vlahovic.
And that's crazy because our midfield is awful, but like you can get
our strikers are apparently worse.
Yeah, like you still have Locatelli. You can get Rovella back. You need to add for sure. Like there's no doubt that you need to add, and you never know who's gonna come. Like I don't know what's going to happen, but I know Vlahovic is there and he is open to come. Like it's clear that he wants to join. It depends if we can pay. Like paying his wage is no problem. Agreeing with Fiorentina, that's
the problem.
That's the problem. Like he doesn't want Arsenal, so that's gonna help. Like, then again, if City comes in. But this summer it's going to be crazy because Lewandowski wants out.
Yep.
He wants out. Mbappe is free. Haaland is gone. Harry Kane, what's happening with him? So, and Vlahovic is out there. So, it's going to be, I think it's going to be
we should do a number 9 matching game.
Like, it would be insane if we don't get any of them. To be honest, like, there's so much quality out there. not getting anyone
I think
is...
Lewandowski is going to Real Madrid with Mbappe.
Oh, that would be insane.
I think Haaland is going to go to PSG, if not us. I'm kidding. I think Kane's going to eventually get to City, and I think we're going to get Vlahovic.
I'm okay with that.
And then I think one of the Atletico Madrid strikers is going to go to Tottenham.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. But like, it's I don't want to say obvious, but it's kind of clear that he prefers to stay in Italy.
Yeah.
And that he's not really looking at the money at the moment because Tottenham can offer more.
Yeah.
But he's just looking to stay in Italy at the club. Because like there are reports from when he was a child that he watched you. And again, that means nothing, but just in general that he watched Serie A. Just in general.
Yeah.
And some of these players are like that. Like they like Italy. They're so young. They think, why should I
the
leave
lifestyle,
now?
man.
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle. Like I've never seen anyone complain, bar some Brazilian players playing for us. That's why I'm shocked Sandro was playing that long for us. Because usually Brazilian players they don't stay in Torino for some reason, or they don't do well. Like look at Arthur. We'll talk about Arthur. But yeah.
Okay, so moving on from our desperate number 9 needs, because it's desperate at this point. Clear as day, because when you get all these chances, especially against these like horrible teams we're playing, it becomes even more obvious. Like when I think we've had about 65 shots in the past 3 games, and we have 5 goals.
Yeah. Because I saw, horrible. I think there was also on PT Sports. They were saying they create something like that. Is that not shot, but something else? And I was like, they only converted something like that. And they were like, they converted only that amount. And the co-host or the co-commentator was like, he was shocked. Like, he was really. And then he took like 10 seconds, and he was like, yeah, but we shouldn't be shocked. Just look at how they are playing today. Like it's not working. Like it's not cohesion. There's no cohesion. Yeah. Strikers are confidence are on the floor.
Yeah. I've never seen a top, like I'm going to call us a top quality club. I've never seen an attacking force just outrun the ball when they're dribbling so many times.
Yeah.
Like Bernardeschi did it today. Morata did it today. Keane did it today. They constantly do it. Do you ever see Salah or even Origi, even like Jota? Do you see any of those guys do that for Liverpool? No, everything is 2 touches, boom, boom, beautiful, back of the net.
We don't have the players to do that.
No, not a chance.
Just look at Bernardeschi even today.
Even Red Bull Salzburg, those attackers, they never really trip on the ball. They're just like, they sometimes the pass get intercepted, whatever, because they're not up here, but they're never just tripping over the ball in a 3-on-3.
I agree. Also, Bernardeschi, that's, again, I don't want to make a Bernardeschi show.
Don't.
But that's why I'm saying sell him. Like that assist was crazy. Yeah. Like it was top level quality. Beautiful. And then after that, it was awful. Like it was just you couldn't watch it. It hurt. It hurt to watch. Yep. Like it hurts to watch him play. Not only him, but that's why you shouldn't be handing out contracts to these players, because like they are inconsistent within games, not periods, just within games.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen this before at a club, that so many players are inconsistent within games.
So here's the timeline of Bernardeschi's game. So he doesn't get the ball for like the first 12 minutes or so.
Yeah.
He's really frustrated. Then the ball comes to him a bit more for like the next 10 minutes. He does the assist, and then it's like almost his brain shuts off and he can't do anything else. And he has the same move every time, especially on the right. Yeah. He has his arms up in the air. He like gallivants into the middle. He'll never beat his man. He'll just keep going towards the middle, and then he gets snuffed out. And he'll lose the ball around his own half, and it's not good. Like, great assist again, good for him. But do not tell me that he was good today.
No, he wasn't good. I remember a moment when the Winter was driving and Bernardeschi was up the field. Yep. He was making the run, and the Winter plays the ball, and I don't know.
He stopped.
Bernardeschi stopped.
And went out of bounds.
And he was looking to the Winter, and I was like, no, that's on you. Like,
yeah, you're supposed to overlap. That's a great play for the 19-year-old.
Just overlap, do what you need to do. Like he
Yeah.
created that space, and you stop the run. I was like, no, like that's so frustrating. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
him, also Kulusevski. Like if he
Yeah.
plays, it's basically the same. Like he can do something and then he can disappear. Like within
Yep.
games, it's insane. Everyone,
Yeah.
Keane, Morata, like, and the messed up part is they all play basically up front, so
Yeah.
it weighs even more. Like if you have one player in midfield having a bad day and you're right back, yeah, you can still manage it. Like if all the attacking players are having an off day, it's like Dybala didn't have a great game against Malmo,
No.
but when he
No.
went off, there was nothing, like completely
It
nothing.
was a massive drop. Like he wasn't having a great game, and it still got like way worse.
Yeah, because to
Crazy.
be honest, I went to the bathroom, so I
Yep.
came back and I didn't see Morata came off until like 5 minutes in the game. Dybala came off until 5 minutes
Yeah.
in the game. I was like, I didn't see it, and I was like, this is not looking great. What happened? And then I saw
Yeah.
Morata. I was like, oh, Dybala went off. I was like, okay, I understand. It's
Yeah.
different, and he wasn't having a good game.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a glaring miss when that guy doesn't play, and I think every Juventini knows that. Let's transition to what it means, the results today, quickly. So we experienced our game 1-0, really quite boring, really bad quality, and then the other game in Russia, early kickoff, an absolute barn burner,
yeah.
and Chelsea screwed themselves. What a great strike from Ozdoyev, though.
I've not watched the goal.
And
I need to
oh,
check
it's a
it.
great strike. Top of the box, right footed volley, opposite corner. Kepa, no chance. Like if Mendy was in net, still no chance. So it's not because of the goalie.
Okay.
And what a goal! That goal gave Juventus like 20 more million euros.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, like you won the game today. You topped the group. That's extra money.
Yeah.
And I think
If
something.
Atalanta don't go through,
Yeah, that's
then you
also.
get even more TV money. That goal could have costed, or not costed, like given Juventus 20 million euros.
You know, the mess up part. Like I made the graphics.
Yeah.
No, I made the tweet. So I was like, I made the thumbnail, everything, because
Yep.
I was watching the game and I was doing it, and I was like, my cell phone went off. I was like 3-3. I was like, what? Because
Scramble time for you.
I was ready to record the reaction video, and I said it
Yeah.
before we went live. I wasn't going to say we bottled it or something, like, because it was not in our own hands. I was just going
like
to
we
on.
did our job.
Yeah, I was going on and be kind of negative because the game wasn't good. Like the same problems of converting chances was happening. So it happened 3-3. I went on. I was like, because I was recording, and while I was recording, I was like, do I need to be negative because we didn't play well, but like we topped the group in a group with
Yeah.
European champions. So
Yeah.
I was like, and then yeah, but man, they dunked on us like 4-0. I was like, I don't know, like, but in the end of the
How do
day,
you feel about that? Yeah.
I said
How
it.
do we feel?
I said it. I'm happy. Like we topped the group.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying, oh, we're getting Benfica, we're gonna beat them 100% sure. I'm not gonna say that because this team is capable of losing to anyone.
Yeah. Our
But
past.
it gives us a bigger chance,
A better chance.
a
Yeah.
better chance. Unless you get PSG, then you're screwed. Like
Yeah.
if you
So
like, then you're really how you want to call it? Like a spell, something. There's a spell on you. You're cursed.
there's a curse.
There's a curse. If you
Yeah.
if you get PSG out of all those teams, then I mean, Jesus, we're never winning the Champions League ever.
Yeah. So here are the teams we could potentially face depending on results tomorrow, because Atalanta's game. Well, if you're listening to this, today's Wednesday, pretty much right after the games. So the Atalanta game got postponed and it's now going to be tomorrow. So after that game,
It's gonna be today
potentially.
because the podcast is coming out today.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be 2 hours after you watch this podcast, probably.
Sure. Good. Okay. So this is potentially who we could get. Red Bull Salzburg, who, like I mentioned before, they are pretty good. Sporting Lisbon, probably the worst of the bunch, who can still pose a threat. Obviously PSG, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, and Villarreal if they get a result against Atalanta.
Yeah. So,
If we draw or if we get Atletico, I'm not too worried, but at the same time, they could easily beat us. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, they're not good, but like neither are we. So
Yeah.
like
The only team that's threatening, like you said, obviously is PSG.
so yeah, I want to say the only team that's gonna be like, if you get PSG, everybody will probably say, yeah, it's
Yeah,
done.
we're done. Yeah.
Like you're not like they need to have a complete off day twice to make something happen, and we need to play the perfect game. And
Yep.
just based on the season, it's not gonna. And no, it's in March, I think, or in February, end of February, start of beginning of
End of
March,
February.
something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a long time. You never know, but still, injuries like on both sides, you know. But the other teams, we have a shot against.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, of course.
not saying we're winning. Definitely, if we get those teams, but we have a shot. Also because away rules are out this season.
Yep. So now we won't go out those last 3 years.
So it's a bit different. But like, if you look at Salzburg, they're a good team. They sacked their coach, but they are a good team. Lisbon, Sporting Lisbon, I've watched them play. They play okay. Atletico,
That's what I said, yeah.
It's Atletico. Like they can turn it on whenever they want, if they want. Benfica, they play good. To be honest, I'm quite surprised with them. And then Villarreal, if they make it out of the group, they are a stubborn team to break down.
They're very defensive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're very stubborn to break down. But yeah, like
it's gonna be tough regardless, but it'll be tougher obviously if we get PSG.
If we get PSG, then we are so unlucky.
Yeah.
Because I said in my reaction video, I was like, nobody thinks we're gonna win the Champions League.
No.
So to get a quote unquote easier team and try to make it to the next round, that's big time for this club financially, because at the moment I don't want to be that fan. You know, I want to win everything, but we need financial fire. Like we need money to improve.
Yeah.
And
that's the way it is these days.
That's how it is at the moment, also for us with the pandemic and everything. We need money. Like look at the stadium; it's empty.
That was horrible today. It was quite embarrassing.
It's empty. Like revenue is down. It's going down, and the club can only change that by starting winning again. Fans will come back because that's how fans are. Also because in the fan base in Torino, it's spread over all of Italy. That's why I find it very strange that we don't have 3:00 games. So that's 9 p.m. for you, a.m. for you.
Yeah.
We don't have any of those this season. Any on a Sunday. Is
that
on a Sunday?
Because it's hard for the people to get there at 3 p.m.
No, it should be easy. It should
be easy. Okay.
We have the late one, and Saturday we play 6 p.m. on Saturday every week basically.
Yeah.
So I find that very strange that we don't have 3 p.m. games anymore, because it's not helping. If we play later,
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no, just for the fans over there, because they come from outside of Torino, most of them.
Yeah,
which is kind of insane. That it's like a city of almost 1 million people, and you cannot fill up not even 40,000 seats.
Yeah,
it's quite sad. But then again, if you ask 90 euros for a ticket to watch Juve play Empoli at home, yeah, that's a reaction you're gonna get during a pandemic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. It's very, very corporate. It's very business oriented. How everything's going right now at the club. For their own sake, I hope they understand. I hope they looked at today and said, "Wow, this is horrible. This is a Champions League game." I know it doesn't mean anything, but even Sunday, it wasn't full. It was not like there was There's obviously more people on Sunday, but it was a little bit better. But at the same time, it's like okay, like. When we were like in 2015 and thriving and vibing, that stadium was packed.
Yeah, it was.
It was jam packed. Like it felt like when I was watching it on TV, I was like, I really want to be there. Like I want to jump around with all those people, lunatics, and have fun. But now I go there, I'm like, what the hell is going to happen? No one's singing, no one's doing anything, whatever.
Okay, singing is a different problem. Like they're banned, or just banned. There's an argument, and they're not coming back because they're cannot bring
from singing.
No, they cannot bring flags and stuff and they're out. So that needs to be resolved, because players.
That's the atmosphere.
Yeah, players feel that. Players come out and say we need the fans. I remember Khedira saying we need that section to be on it because it helps us in difficult moments. It is. If people say it's not true, it's true, because if you're in a difficult situation and you get pushed, like you can do things even in the most difficult situation, like you can do things just based on adrenaline. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's a thing.
Yep.
That's a real thing.
Yep.
So yeah. But again, it's good finishing top. As I know
Oh yeah.
we said before that it doesn't really matter. Like we can we can lose against anyone, but then just
Yeah.
looking at who finished first, I was like, maybe it does matter.
Financially, and now you have a chance potentially to make it another round in as well and get more money. Like I'm looking strictly financially this year.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing. I know it's horrible, but at the same time, a lot of people are thinking that. Like a lot of people are. I was watching this random, and we'll move on from this after I say this little story.
Yeah.
I was watching these Prem heads talk on their little show, and they're like, "Oh, there's only 5 teams in the Champions League race, and they're all from England plus Bayern Munich." I was like, "You know what? You're not wrong."
Yeah.
Is you like objectively speaking, like Real Madrid, okay, but like not really at the same time. Like they can beat you, but are they scary? Like I think Juventus could beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I know you might be a little bit more skeptical, but like I think
Yeah, maybe on their day, like you never know. Like
Yeah.
they're good. They're a very good team, but like they're not as scary as in the past. I get
Yeah.
that.
like I'm poop scared of Liverpool.
Yeah, same.
I
Even
am
City.
poop scared of City, and I am poop scared of Bayern Munich.
Yeah, and like Bayern Munich, they were playing on 30%, and they were still.
Yeah,
Doing-
and they smacked Barcelona.
Yeah.
Who are not great, but I'm not scared of a bunch of teams either. Even speaking as a Juventus fan, but there's 3 teams in particular who are just way above everyone else.
Even PSG, they're not the team everybody thinks they are, but
Yeah.
just going.
Oh, and I'll put Chelsea in there too, but they like we can't play them yet again. So
by PSG,
like there's 4 teams. Yeah.
As a team, they don't look
No.
amazing, but they have so much firepower. They if they turn it down for even 50 minutes, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Like you can be done. So
Yep.
yeah, I get that. I agree.
So we'll move on from the Champions League talk because now we're gonna have the draw Monday. I think you're gonna do something with the draw, right?
Depending on the hour, I will.
Yeah. So you might be do something with that. That's on Monday. We'll move on because it's not coming back until February, like we said. So we'll move on to other little news and note stats that were swirling around today. The first part is for I can't even say the source. Ben Zeitund, whatever.
Yeah, it's a German outlet.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, German outlet. And the news is Arthur for Pavard is in the negotiation between Juventus and Bayern. Allegri likes the fullback who can play left and right. The Germans need a midfielder. So, initial thoughts on this is Pavard can play left, right back, and center back. He's the definition of utility player, but at the same time, at what standard?
Yeah,
he scored a great goal, and everyone's like,
yeah, that's what I tweeted.
Still rides him on that goal.
So that's
in the World Cup.
That's an easy no for me.
Yeah,
I think it's bullshit. I think Bayern could be interested. I'm not saying that, but we should not take Pavard at all. Like
what is the source though? What like?
It's a decent source. It's a decent source.
Yeah. Okay.
But no.
Does Pavard drastically change the standard from Danilo and Pellegrini or Sandro?
No, he's nothing special. Like I've never rated him. I don't understand what people seeing him.
Yeah.
And looking at Bayern fans, they were just celebrating like we were selling Ramsey, Bernardeschi.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying why are they offering him for Arthur if he's good?
Even like we need to value wise. That means overvalue players are taking a hit because Pavard is not worth 40 mil. Like not even Arthur maybe, but like so that's a no for me. Like it's a very strange rumor.
Yeah.
And that's a hard no for me. I saw a lot of Italian fans being happy about it, and I was like, why? I don't get it. Like somebody needs to explain it.
Is he better than Rugani at center back? Maybe.
Yeah.
But then you're essentially getting a fourth choice center back.
No. That's no. No,
No,
no.
I'm just saying for another utility, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't do that for a guy like Arthur, who's still 25 and has probably more value than Pavard.
Yeah, like the next
I'm gonna say
question.
probably because I don't know. Yeah,
So we got a question from Juve Japan saying, should
yeah.
Arthur get more minutes? Now, if
I'm
we
gonna say
play,
no.
like, I was trying to make a case for him, but like, if we play with a 2, then no.
No.
Definitely no. Like, he cannot do that. He's not good at.
Today he looked all right only because he was protected and we had the ball the whole time.
Yeah, he was not good today. I'm sorry. Against
Yeah, he
Malmo.
wasn't.
Yesterday, like, again, his quality is also his
Flaw.
Yeah, because he can hold the ball on. He can hold onto the ball amazingly. Like, it's glued to his feet, but it's so slow. Like, he slows everything down. Like, he takes way too many touches on the ball.
Yeah.
And he plays no, how you want to, no, not even a killer pass, but like bridges like 30 meters,
Pass.
20
Yeah.
meters. Like, it's the same. It's basically always the same. And people are calling for Arthur, and I don't really get it at the moment because I don't see what he's going to change for his team.
Listen, if Arthur didn't make it at Barcelona for what he is, because that's what Barcelona does. They do nice dicky passes, and no other team really does that, do they? So if you couldn't make it at that club, who's he gonna make it with?
Yeah, like I struggle to see how he still has a future at the club, and not just what I think. Yeah, just he's not playing. Like, I remember before, like when he was coming back, and Allegri said, "Oh, he's gonna improve the level of the quality of our midfield for sure." I was like, "Oh, he's going to get a chance." And I think then he saw him in training, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not working for me."
Yeah,
like it's too, like, even for me, it's too slow. I don't know. It's very slow. It is slow. So that's why I don't understand why people want, like, in a 2 with Locatelli, it's a disaster. Like,
there's no chance.
He cannot hold on. He cannot hold up in a 2. Like, it's like Locatelli is gonna have a nightmare.
Yeah. He's gonna get freaking gray hair by the time he's 25.
Yeah, there will be a question that will be related to that in a few.
In injury time, yep.
Yeah, but for me, so Pavard is a no. Like, if you want to move
Pavard is no, yeah.
If you want to move on Arthur, if you get value for him and you can reinvest, then yeah, because I've always said, like, you need to give the coach what he wants. And I mean what he wants in terms of position and attributes. Not would sell when you can get Tchouaméni. That's not what I mean.
I know, so Arthur's at a point now in like the footballing world where he's almost like lost potential. He's like one of those guys who would be a reclamation project for another club. So you're looking at a swap deal. Like, we're gonna have to do the same thing if we're swapping. We're gonna have to take on a reclamation project almost, or it's you sell them for a little bit less than what you expect.
Or you can make it a long-term loan deal and just write off the money, because according to Nicolo Shira, like, a lot of Premier League teams are asking for him, and I can see
wild.
Yeah, like, I cannot see him do well in the Premier League, but I can see Premier League teams spending the money. It's like, look at the money they waste. It's like, we talk about wasted money, but like, they waste money to the next level. So I can see them maybe not overpay, but just pay us for Arthur.
Yeah.
Because I think he's done.
No,
crazy to say.
It's. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
You keep talking for a sec.
Yeah. So I think Arthur is done. Because like, and that's crazy to say if you just watch at the quality of our midfield, because like, there's no standout player bar Locatelli. So it's crazy because we talk about it basically every day. Like, who's gonna be the midfield pairing? Like, who's gonna partner Locatelli? And I think even Allegri changed it up so many times that he's just not guessing, like, he's hoping to find the right formula at this point. So and that Arthur doesn't even play is, wow, it's telling. It's very telling.
There's a reason why I started today.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and
um,
it was kind of disappointing, to be honest.
yeah. So I'm exactly with you at this. The Pavard thing, the swap, no thanks. But he does need to leave, and it's as simple as that. He doesn't suit the style of play that we have, and it's been a nightmare. Through injuries, through the style he plays, through
I
he's
agree.
just not what Allegri needs. He was probably what Pirlo needed, but he
Yeah.
couldn't do what Pirlo wanted.
No,
Um,
I agree.
I don't know if that was weird. That was weirdly put, but like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Um, Now we'll go to another report from the Republica. It's about Dejan Kulusevski, who had sinusitis surgery yesterday, and it'll be out a week. Apparently, it was told, or it was reported.
Yeah.
This is about him potentially leaving as well, just like Arthur, because these two players do have monetary value. They are young enough, and they do possess some quality for another team, maybe. So Arsenal would be ready to buy Kulusevski in January. They're ready to offer 30 million euros plus 5 million euros in bonuses. Juve want 40 million without bonuses. There's distance between the demand and offer, but also the feeling that it is not unbridgeable.
Yeah.
So
So
they're going to meet in the halfway and say 35, no bonuses.
yeah, but like on the other hand, I find it so weird that Arsenal are in for him. That
Yeah,
means they're dumping Pepe if this is true, which
yeah,
maybe isn't weird because he's not playing at all at Arsenal. Like he's not getting
yeah. It
any
was weird. Yeah,
minutes.
that was. Yeah,
So maybe there is some truth in it. Again, if you can get close to 40 million, because the next question is, does
yeah.
from I cannot read that name. Nothing but
Nothing but
Juve. Oh,
Juve.
sorry. Does Kulusevski have a future at the club basically at Juve? And I would still say he should have a future at the club.
I say yes.
I know you will say yes,
Yeah,
but like he should be having a future, just age wise, profile wise, what the club wants to do. But if he
yeah,
really does have a future, um, I I really doubt that at the moment because like he's playing because Chiesa's out. We
yeah,
switch a bit from formation, but like even when Chiesa was like it was Bernardeschi was getting picked over him.
yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I don't know. It's just frustrating that it's not working out the way we basically expected. I think
Yeah.
that's the main issue. And just
I want it to work so much because you could see it's there, but again,
so I have a question. Like you will sell him.
yeah,
Let's say you sell him and you get 35 million.
yep.
What are we doing? Are we giving
We're
Bernardeschi new deal and invest just in Vlahovic? Is that what we are doing?
I would assume yes, and that is
That's not good.
not ideal.
That's not. Yeah, I agree. That's not ideal. I like financially thinking it makes sense for the club, but just moving
Yep.
forward, like it's not beneficial on the field, in my opinion. It isn't again.
No.
And I get that we are in a position that we need to make these type of decisions, but it's still, I don't know, like it's still
So
frustrating.
does Kulusevski have to go in order for Vlahovic to come, or can like Arthur be that
Yeah,
money?
that's also, or even Betancourt, Rabiot, McKennie, like you don't
Yeah.
know.
Like we have such an abundance of midfielders. I'm not saying good ones, but
No,
I'm saying we have so many that you can just sell a couple, get Vlahovic, and obviously you promote Ravella, and then you guys see if there's an opportunity to get someone else in midfield.
yeah, I think
And we've gone over this. Sorry, we've gone over this, but Ravella, Locatelli, and someone else might be good enough. They might be good enough.
we need some experience in it,
Yeah,
more experience. I think that's it's so. I don't know what the club is going to do. That's why I said like Rabiot, Betancourt. Not all of them are leaving. Like it's not possible.
yeah,
Yeah, it's big. The next coming weeks in January, seeing
yeah.
what we that will tell us a lot. Like if you get Zakaria, he's gonna stay at the club long term. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
24
So
years
that
old.
will tell
Yep.
you they will sell Kulusevski or something because they have Zakaria. They probably bring Rovella back. I think they will. Like, if they don't, like, if they bring him back and they loan him out again, it's insane. It's insanity at this moment. Like, just the state we are in as a club financially, like, it would be insanity bringing him back and loan him out.
I was gonna say I threw that tweet out before with shot creation chances and ball progression. He's like in the top tier of under 23 players. He's 19 years old.
He's playing
in the
for
top
Genoa.
5 leagues. He's playing for Genoa.
Who are bottom
and the guy, I think, who's he close to against? Like some very, very, very good players. And there was this one outlier for Breams. Like, who cares? But he got me though. But like he's 19 years old and he's bossing. Like, he is bossing Serie A.
Yeah, for sure.
On a really bad team. So just, I pray that these guys who are running the club have a plan and have in mind that he needs to come back. Not in January. I'm not saying in January. I'm saying in June, when that loan's over, get your black and white stripes on and you start training.
Yeah, because it's going to be big. Like, especially if you don't make Champions League next season, it's going to be even bigger because the following seasons you will be short with money. So the decisions you're going to make now in January and in the summer are going to be massive moving forward for the coming 2-3 years. They're going to be massive.
Yep.
Like, it's a big job. I'm not saying Cherubini will have an easy job shipping out all of these players and replacing him, because he's coming in the worst period possible. Like, just on the field,
he's coming
off
in
the
a
field.
rebuild.
Yeah, in a rebuild and during a pandemic.
Yeah.
And not even making Champions League. Maybe it's an awful job. Like, if he pulls it off somehow, you should get a statue, because it's a big job.
His name's going as a star. His star is going on the floor.
Like, just watch the way we complain as fans all the time. Like, we should know it's a big job and it's not easy. Like, he needs to fix a lot of things.
And he's the dude that he's even said he knows that everyone makes fun of him. Not makes fun of him, but everyone, media, fans, they all say stuff, and he knows that they say stuff.
But I like that he said, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I just got the best deal at the end, and that's what all that matters. And that's what matters at the end of the day. Like, he got
100%.
Locatelli, and he got the deal we could afford. It took way too long, but that's not his fault. Like, he had that budget. Like, he had that little money, and he needed to make it work. So, I don't know. It's not
I agree with you. Yeah, when you have a certain set of parameters, it's not open book policy here. There's certain parameters you have, and he met them, and he got the job done.
So, because
not in an ideal time manner, but in his frame of mind, it was, because the transfer season was not over yet.
Yeah, but just because we are on the subject, and Chelsea are in it, I saw Chelsea fans going off on social media saying, "Oh, we need to invest on the left-hand side because it's awful. Chilwell is not there." I was like, "You just won the Champions League. Like, you have a top coach. You're doing pretty well. You're still in the race." And they're going off. I was like, "Oh my god!" Imagine them being a Juve fan. They will like.
Yeah, their expectations are through the roof.
But the flip side is they know Chelsea can spend that money whenever they want.
Yeah,
that's the flip. We know we cannot spend that money.
Yep.
So it's frustrating, and he has a difficult job. I wish him all the best, because it's gonna be it's gonna be massive.
Saint Federico. His name's Federico Cherubini, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Saint Federico, hopefully. We're gonna transition into injury time, or we got that one Ramsey one.
Do you want to? You choose. We'll do the Ramsey one first.
We'll do the Ramsey one before we transition to injury time.
Yeah.
So this is from Daniele Longo. How reliable is this guy? Isn't he? He's a Milan guy, right?
Yeah, and I would say 2 seasons ago I rated him. Now it's a bit hit and miss.
Okay. Well, contacts between Everton and Ramsey's agents. Juve ready to release him. So this is pretty vague. Are we like zero money coming in? Or he's just saying see ya?
I was confused also. I don't know what he means with release him. Because if we release him and he doesn't want any money, I'm okay with it, because we're not getting any 100%. Money from him. Let's be real. That will be the perfect scenario for us. Just get him off the books. That will be amazing if he does that.
I think Everton is the standard.
Yeah,
when healthy. Whenever that is, that's a standard.
Like, he should know that by now. Like, that's Wolves, Everton, Aston Villa, Like even Aston Villa, I don't know, but like these are the standards.
Yeah. So to that, I say, yeah. So yeah, and I don't know if this is a concrete rumor at least, but something's in the cooker at least.
Yeah, like if he leaves the Premier League,
Yeah.
we will see. Like I think the week before Christmas, it should be start. It should start to heat up.
Yeah.
It's like you have the Christmas break and nobody's really working. Then in January the market open. It needs to go quick because it's 1 month also only.
Yeah.
Or 2 months. So like the week before Christmas, it should be heating up. Like we should get more info because Romeo also tweeted out, Juve are looking to do something. What
With
did he
him.
tweet out? But they need to sell someone first.
Yeah,
no?
he needs to leave, and Witzel's not coming.
Did he say Ramsey?
Yeah, he said Ramsey's
Okay.
like he's the one who needs to leave, or like he's the most likely one to leave, and Witzel is the one who is not coming anymore. Like he's getting further and further down the list.
That's good. That's good. Again, I
Yeah,
like Witzel, but just age-wise,
Yeah,
no,
it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. But that's positive.
Again, it's straightforward. This news report, straightforward. Just let it happen. Good. Nothing more to say about that. So now we're going to injury time. This is where we answer other questions and we go on little rants as well. So with that, our first one is going back to the midfielder debate, or not debate, just discussion. And it comes from JJULI007. So it's not my burner account, but it's JJulie _007. And they ask, is Locatelli and Bentoncourt the best midfield duo we have?
So
I'm going to say yes if it's a 4-2-3-1 because it works. Because Locatelli's more ball dominant and Bentoncourt's more breakup of play.
Yeah, so I want to say yes until I'm proven wrong.
Yeah.
Until maybe McKennie plays in that too and he does better.
Yeah.
And it works, then I will, because I've not seen it so far.
Yeah.
So I think if you play in a 4-2-3-1, I think at the moment yes, because I've not seen anyone else play in it. So I would say yes. If he means in a 4-4-2, it's no for me. It's McKennie at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
But I hope we don't switch back to 4-4-2.
I hope that does not happen either.
Because today we switched.
Pissed off guy again.
Yesterday against Malmo, we switched to a 3-5-2, which I understand considering the situation and who's out. And
was that even a 3-5-2? That was so weird. Like Cody DeWinter was still going really far up the field.
Yeah,
that was whatever happened today. That was weird. But
regardless,
go ahead.
It should be a 3-5-2, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Winter's position was a bit kind of weird because he was overlapping Bernardeschi at times.
Yeah.
But even Allegri said, like, in some games we cannot play that same formation or the same style.
Yep.
Which I get, because I've always said I don't think the two will hold up against a pressing team. I think they will struggle.
Yeah.
So I won't go mad if he changes that up. But if he changes that up to putting Rabiot on the left again, then I will lose my shit.
Yep.
Because that's a no-go. Yep. But yeah, I think at the moment it's Locatelli, Betancourt, unless because McKennie's not back for Venezia. That's what Allegri already said. He's not back. Do we play midweek? I think we play midweek.
No, not this week.
Oh, it's the week before Christmas. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we play like the 17th or 18th that weekend.
So it's Venezia away, it's Cagliari at home, and Bologna away to end it. No, it's Venezia away.
Cagliari's the midweek game, the last game before Christmas.
Okay, so it's
Bologna. And Bologna's the week after Venezia. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 away games.
Yeah, 2 away games, 1 home game.
So we end with the home game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 2 difficult away games.
Yep.
I know what you're gonna say, but like, I will make another video on it because Bonucci.
Sorry, did I understand that wrong? Or did I understand that correctly?
Yeah, wait, but I'm gonna make another video on it because Bonucci and Allegri are just hammering on focus against Venezia. They're making it seems like we're playing Barcelona away in their prime, but it's a difficult game. I agree with them. So he said basically, they stretch the field, but he means like they stretch teams, like they open them up, like they let them work. So that's what he meant with stretching the field. Like they open up teams. Like, But that field is smaller because that was something when they were coming up. That was kind of an issue with Serie A. They were not really
Yeah.
happy with it. Like 3 meters is a lot. Like it's a
100%.
lot.
Both sides.
I've never heard about it.
Like Chelsea Stadium is relatively smaller than other Premier League teams, but it's still allowed under the rules or whatever.
Yeah, this is just.
But apparently
barely.
this is even smaller.
Like it's small. Like that's a lot. That means if they
tight.
If they sit back, it's gonna be very hard to break them down. It is. So I will take that into consideration. It's gonna be a very difficult game. It's a small pitch. It is what it is. But again, that shouldn't be an excuse. You should be winning that game, some way, like one way or another. Again, they are pretty good at going forward. Like, but they also struggle.
This is Thiago Motta's team, right? Or no, that's Spezia.
No, that's that's Spezia. But
okay.
The last few weeks they scored some goals for Venezia, but going forward they're pretty good. But they struggle to score. Now they scored 3 against Verona, but usually that doesn't really happen. But going forward, they play some good football.
Also, this is Romero's team, correct? Sergio Romero? I believe so. I like him in net.
Yeah.
Like he might have one of those like a Sirigu game.
So
hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll move on to the next question. This is from @Juve93 Addicts. Do you believe Allegri is the man to take the club forward to use our youth players? He's mentioned about including some players under the age of 23 in his squad, but little game time. I feel he's too stubborn and would prefer more experienced players opposed to trusting our youth. I'll answer that now. De Ligt's under 23. Chiesa just turned 24, so like whatever. Keane starts sometimes. Kulusevski starts sometimes.
Yeah.
Locatelli's under 23. Pellegrini's been starting recently. Okay, so like.
So I get the question. I know what it means, and I think he's gonna be forced to start using some of the youth players because that's basically the new policy, and you cannot it's crazy to bring in all young players when you have some decent young players like Sule. Again, I'm not saying you need to bring him in and he's gonna win you the league or something like that, but like
he needs to break into the squad. Yeah,
the Winter, he has qualities. Like you can see that he can do a job. Again, I'm not saying you need to play him 35 games from the beginning next season. I'm not saying that. But today, he did a job. It was against a poor position, but that's fine. Like
there's 4 teams in Serie A, right?
Like
so
he can play
those games.
He can play.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of praise from Allegri, from Bonucci, just in general. If you read reports, because he's a very serious guy. Like he knows what he wants. Blah blah blah. He's still 19. If it doesn't, like Ajax want him. Like there were apparently again scouts at the stadium. They want him now. It would be for me. It would be insane to ship him out because the Chilio is on a free. He's out, and he can play on the right. Allegri said he's more of a central defender, but he can play on the right. I read reports that he's more as a right back compared to a central defender. But like, you can switch to a back three, and you can play him because he did.
That's called versatility. That is called versatility.
So, if you can replace the Chilio with him, I think that's positive. One, you already paid for him, not a lot. He's not on a lot of money. He's still very young, so you can sell him, and you will have some values in Serie A or name it. And you replace the Chilio position without spending any money. So I think the club is gonna force that on Allegri. I don't think I'm not saying the club will say you need to bring in 5 youth players or something like that. But they're kind of making, I think, clear to him like we cannot replace every position. It's impossible. So you're gonna need to work with some of those youngs, which is good. Like it needs to happen.
That also,
at some point.
I was gonna say that also allows Danilo to play a left back if he needs to,
Yeah.
or it allows him to play center back because Danilo is also versatile. But I think Cuadrado's best position is right back.
Yeah, I think at this
Yeah,
stage of his career,
I think that's his best position at this point.
But Allegri doesn't fancy him there, to be honest.
Yeah, but like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, to me also.
So if it's Cuadrado and the winter next year, and then Danilo can move around a bit, I'm fine with that. I'm more than fine with that.
Yeah, and I agree.
You don't have to upgrade there.
Yeah, and I know people say, "Oh, but they have Hakimi and Cancelo." I get that, but we are in no position
to get those
to
guys.
get all those players, like in every position. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. And you need to bring those players out. Like, it needs to happen at some point. And if it works out, amazing. If it doesn't work out, you can move on still. Because we kept Frabotta in the team last season.
Yeah.
Like, and he was awful. I'm sorry. He was not good at all. Like, he was really bad. He came out of nowhere. He was bad. Like, I don't care what people say. Like, the first game against Sampdoria, it was new. Everybody was like, wow. After that, it was just bad. So
there's a reason why he doesn't play for Verona right now.
Yeah, he's coming back in January. He needs to find a new team. And he's playing under Tudor. He knows him. So that's even weirder. That's even stranger.
That's all you need to know about Frabotta. So in terms of youth playing, it is happening slowly but surely. It's just going to keep happening and happening because, like, Moretti came on today. He looked, obviously it was like 6 minutes, but, like, you know what? He was confident.
I've said it.
You got to play some of these guys. He looked really confident.
I think out of all the players we have, even Fagioli, maybe not Sule because he plays up front, but just in general, I think he's the most talented player we could bring through in the last so many years because he's different because he's so calm on the ball.
But he's confident.
He's confident, but he can play some balls where you're like, oh my god. Like, not Arthur.
He did today, a couple.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously not obviously, again, Malmo, 6 minutes, who cares? But it looked good.
Again, I've not watched
19 years old. 18, I think. He's 18.
Yeah. I've not said I watched 30 U games. I have not. But I would say about 8 in total where we played. And I would say about 10 where Fagioli played when he was at youth.
Yep.
And Moretti is better. So
there you go.
What I've seen. I'm not saying he's going to smash it, have a better career, blah, blah, blah. But for me, he's the most talented player out of all of them.
I love that. The more quality that comes through, the more money you could make, or the better your midfield gets. Like,
also,
it's win-win.
Yeah. Also, they're Italian, so they're not leaving.
Yeah.
They're staying. Again, the winter's not Italian of Sule, but like Fagioli, if they make Miretti, Ranocchia, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They're not gonna leave. Even Israel, if he somehow breaks through and can be the first goalkeeper, he's not leaving. Like, I know he's.
I think that's
Uruguayan.
a good possibility
he's
as well. Yeah.
And that's what I said. Like, Turin is out. You have Pinsoglio. Do you really need to spend money on Sirigu?
No.
Or on Marchetti or this type of Consigli? Like, can you not trust?
No.
And I get, man, knock on wood, Chesney is out for months and you need to play a U player in the Champions League. It's not ideal. I get that. But Pinsoglio is a third goalkeeper. So are you going to basically sack Pinsoglio to bring in Israel as a third goalkeeper? That's not happening. So that's also a situation that will be interesting. Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see that in the future with that. Again, like we said, it's happening whether Allegri likes it or not. So that's to answer your question, Juve addicts. And our final question, coming from @JuventinoMC, is if Atalanta don't redeem their option to buy Demiral, is he capable of replacing Chiellini or Bonucci? If not, who should Juventus look at as a future CB? So I think they are going to redeem him. Like, he's been an absolute unit for them. No, I'm not saying he's been great with the ball or he's just been an absolute animal. Like, he's portraying all the things that we wanted him to portray, but just out of position.
Yeah, he's staying at Atalanta. They're just gonna buy him.
Yeah, I think it was 28 million as well, and I think we're done with that. We're gonna have to, again, either through osmosis and we get a younger player to come in and take their spots eventually, or you got to go to the market.
I think a lot will depend if we get Champions League, because I think Raiola will push the league away out of the club if we don't make it out, and then we are in big trouble.
Yep.
Because Chiellini cannot stay fit. Bonucci is almost at the end of his career. Rugani ain't it. He ain't it.
Nope.
So that's why I love Chiellini. Legend. I have his name on the shirt.
Yep.
And I don't buy jerseys with names on it. But when he signed a 2-year deal, I was like, I don't get it. Because I know he's going to play. Again, if he plays, he's okay. But that's not the issue. The issue is you need to move on. And it should be De Ligt, and you bring in Botman or something like that.
Yeah, Sven
And
Botman. Yep.
yeah, and you keep Bonucci, and you will use Bonucci as a rotating player.
Yep.
And you just ease in Botman. Like ease him in, and you create a new duo, basically. That's gonna
Two-headed
last.
monster.
That's
Yep.
gonna last for the coming, I don't know how many years. Again, they're not Italian. They probably will leave, but that's fine. That's happening. Like there are no good Italian defenders out there at the moment. It's done.
Correct.
Like if Chiellini and Bonucci retire, Italy are in trouble. Like they are. Like Bastoni ain't it. Acerbi, I don't rate him at all. People rate him. I think he's awful. Like not awful, but like he's average.
Do we even have a right-footed center back?
No.
Is it Mancini, Gianluca Mancini?
Yeah, and he's also good. And Romagnoli is also, he ain't it. So
he's left-footed as well. So like that's why.
So there is no Italian defender out there at the moment. There isn't. So
no.
I don't know. I think that's a problem we have for the summer. Like especially if the league, if Raiola pushes the league out. Like I think we need to do something in that area. I'm trying to ship out Rugani, and I think Botman is the ideal player for me.
Yeah, he's solid. He's young. He's getting some experience. Yeah, he's Dutch.
So if the league stays, he can part. Yeah. That's
I'm sure that might even let De Ligt be happy, or he's happy at the club already.
I think he is happy. I think it's just Raiola. We know how it is. Like at the end of the day, we win and we lose with him. Every club does, unless it's Verratti.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is. Like Hamsik sacked Raiola as his agent because he was trying to get him out of Napoli. And he was like, no. So again, at the end of the day, it's a player who decides. If the league says no, I'm staying. I don't care. If you play in Europa League for one season, I want to stay. I'm not moving. Then he's staying, and then Raiola will probably go to the club, and it's like, okay, we need to redo this deal.
Yep.
We will get his money in a different way.
Yeah.
So again, when people basically cuss out Raiola, I always say, like, at the end of the day, it's a player who decides. Like, you can sack Raiola, you can say no. Like, Raiola cannot just sign a paper behind his back. So it's always a player who has the last word at the end of the day.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. So the center back debate will go on, or discussion at least. It will go on. Our midfield discussion will go on, and our striking department will go on.
Yeah.
It's just a mission. Oh, even our goaltender, like you brought it up today. So regardless of what sector of the squad you question, you have every right to question it because nothing is very good. But on a happy note, we topped Group H. Ahead of the European champions, the reigning European champions, we topped them. And now we have a chance to play a lesser opposition other than PSG. So
quote unquote,
it's a good day.
It's a good day. It's good.
It's a good day to be a Juventus fan. We are on a 3-game winning streak without conceding a goal, so we're doing exactly what we wanted us to do. And that's saying clear December, like with W's.
We need to win the next 3 games. Bonucci said the same. Allegri said the same. Like, we need
this
to win
means nothing
the last 3 games because the other teams are going to drop points in the next 3 games because they play each other. Some of them, maybe not Atalanta.
Yep.
So you need to win the 3 games because you're 7 points behind. If Atalanta drop points somehow, because I don't think they have a difficult fixture in the next 3 games. I don't think so.
I haven't checked. I don't know.
I think it's Milan, Napoli, maybe. It shouldn't be more than 7 moving into January because it's going to be hard in January. So the next 3 games, massive. Yeah, massive for the season.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, we'll always be up to date with it, with our lives, with our match reactions, with all our videos. So you can stay up to date with that by clicking the bell icon, by subscribing to our channel. And you also have to be locked in on our holiday giveaway, which is going to be happening December 18th? 19th? 19th?
Yeah, something like that. Because I don't think we're going to get the shipping ready for Christmas, but you're going to get it. So the winner is going to get it either way. But the
winner is going to be announced before Christmas, but unfortunately, because of shipping and all that, it will happen after Christmas. So still a jersey, still a free jersey.
Yeah.
So make sure you enter, play along. Follow us at Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram. thank you for listening to our third episode of the Bianconeri Zone of the podcast.
You're doing great.
We really appreciate your questions and injury time and whatnot. It really makes us we enjoy answering your questions, because a lot of people have the same questions and they want to listen to what we're not experts.
No,
we're talking heads, but we know a lot about the club because we've loved them for so long and we know how shit works. We're not insiders, but we do like to answer the questions. It makes us feel good. It makes us take our mind off stuff.
Makes us feel important.
Yeah. And on the last note, I want to say, actually, the Fagioli Coach's Corner is coming. So stay tuned.
Finally. Fagioli propaganda on the channel.
So with that, follow Alejandro on Twitter at AlejandroBZ. Follow Justin at Justin Safaro. And follow me if you want at Gennady151. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Bianconeri Zone. Ciao.
Ciao.